guys? This is Christian Metalhead Brotherhood, here to do another Christian metal album review. And this is kind of an old one. This album came out in the year 2013, and this is, we're going to review Phinehas. The Last Word Is Yours to Speak. That was Phinehas' second album, I believe. And it's a really great album. And I've been listening to it a lot lately, so I decided I would do a review on it. So yeah, like I said, this album's been out for a while, but I have a really long list of Christian metal albums I would like to review, even ones that came out a long time ago. And I'm trying to get reviews done for all of these so I can kind of catch up with now, so then I can just do reviews of albums that came out this year and stuff. But yeah, honestly, this album would probably be in my top 10 albums list, as well as some of other Phinehas' albums. Maybe not a top 10, some of my top favorite albums. There's a lot to talk about in this review. Phinehas is an amazing band. They have an amazing sound. With this album, I just love the style of riffing. A lot of lyrical content in this album. It's really aggressive towards religious leaders and Christians who are very hypocritical and basically like Pharisees. I really enjoy bands that are open and honest and aggressive towards that kind of behavior in Christians, because that is one of the biggest things that throws people off and pushes people away from Christianity is the hypocrisy. Christianity is very legalistic nowadays, and I'm not saying all churches are like that and stuff, but it has become very legalistic. If you don't act a certain way, if you don't behave a certain way, if you don't wear clothes a certain way, if you don't wear your hair a certain way, then people look at you like you're some sort of freak. It's really stupid, and I really enjoy when bands talk about these things. The vocalist Sean McCulloch, I believe, he kind of in a review I watched with Metalcore did with him, he said he's kind of just had some experiences with that sort of behavior in the church, I believe. It's just kind of sad, but I find that sort of lyrics very relatable, and I kind of write about that sort of thing and some of my stuff. I've had some encounters with people like that, and there's no excuse for that sort of behavior as a Christian, and it's very frustrating, and it causes very many people to stumble, especially younger generations to stumble. Jesus came and he defied the religious leaders, and he said the fulfillment of the law is love, and you are not fulfilling that if you're condemning people, if you're putting people down, and for nothing more than their appearance, basically. That not all of the album, not all of the lyrical content in the album is about that, but a lot of it is, and I just wanted to note that because I love bands that do that. I really enjoy that kind of content. It just helps me kind of get out some of the anger that I have about those things and about people who have hurt me like that. Anyways, more to the album. Honestly, nowadays, when a Christian metal band can actually riff, it's the best thing ever. Seriously. Most newer Christian metal bands, they don't really know how to riff. At least in the core genres, at least. And what I thought was really cool about this album, the riffs, they have sort of a southern metal feel to it. Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about, kind of just I don't know how to explain southern metal. You just know it when you hear it. Just the style of riffing and stuff, it just has that kind of southern metal feel to it in this album, which I'm not sure where they're from. They might be from the south, but some people might even know that southern metal exists, or maybe it's called south metal, I don't know, but it just has a kind of a groovy feel to it a bit, and it's just really cool, and but sort of an old stylish, I don't know how to explain it, but I love it. It's seriously so cool. It's cool because it has that sort of southern oldish groove style metal to it, but still with the more fast paced, really fast riffing. It's a more progressive metalcore sound as well, which is very interesting. Probably one of my favorite riffs in this album was the like intro and verse riff for the song Twisted. Um, it's really fast paced. This one doesn't really have as much of a southern feel to it, but I just really like this, just the style of it, and it's, you know, just really fast, and it's just cool. I like it. You know, like what I said in the last Christian metal vlog when we talked about metalcore. The best thing about Phinehas, you know, is like their whole song doesn't consist of a breakdown. They have actual riffing and stuff like that, and it's all like building up to the breakdown. And they have some sick breakdowns, like some of them really fast, and it's just really sick and like really technical sometimes. And that's what makes a really good breakdown, is the build up. I think that's what I would say. The other thing that, you know, makes this album so cool is like some of the really sick solos that are in this album. Doesn't, like, they're not always, you know, super fast shred, you know, they consist of that, but, you know, there's also, you know, a lot of good feel that goes into the solos and emotion, and it's not just mindless shredding or anything like that. That's just what makes the album so cool, is, you know, the sick style of riffing with, you know, the sick breakdowns and the really cool solos. That's what makes a great metal album, I think. As well as, you know, good lyrical content and a great message. Honestly, like, guitar solos make it a whole new level awesome, because, you know, metal bands nowadays have kind of stopped doing solos. At least, like, I don't know, just a lot of newer bands that come out, they just they can do really fast riffing and sweeping and stuff like that, but like no one ever really does guitar solos anymore. And it's something that I think a lot of metalheads miss, and that's what really makes this album great, is, you know, some of the sick solos. Honestly, solos should be the guitarist's chance to like really express himself through his instrument, and, you know, that's something that metal is kind of lacking these days with newer bands. You guys are probably sick of me rambling on about solos right now, but I think it's, you know, guitar solos is what makes a really great album. You know, not every song has to have a solo, but like it just makes the album great. And, you know, it's also a chance for a guitarist to really express himself, and I think it's awesome. The solo in their song "The Blessing and the Curse" might be my favorite solo. It's really sick. Check it out. And the vocalist, he's a great writer. You know, with his lyrics, he's also a very talented vocalist. Amazing with his screams. You know, he has some sick, brutal, heavy screams, and, you know, just sick screams, and great vocal range. He's also a very talented singer, I think. You know, some people may not think so, but, you know, those are the people that have to use auto-tune and, you know, process their voice to make themselves sound good, you know, like most pop artists today. But overall, this is an amazing album. I think it's just those couple of things I mentioned, you know, make a really great album. You know, great lyrical content. You know, it's not just, you know, some stupid song, you know, about partying or drinking or stupid stuff like that, you know, which most metal bands don't write about, but there are some that do, and they think they're so cool. And it's not cool, and it's not hard to write lyrics like that. It's not hard to write lyrics about partying and stuff like that. It's just stupid. It's not hard to write lyrics mocking other people's beliefs either. That's what makes a great album. Sick riffing, like actual riffing. Great, you know, great musicianship. Sick build up for the breakdowns, and sick guitar solos, and great lyrics. You know, that's what makes a really great album, especially a Christian metal album. And this is an amazing album. Go and check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to go and check out Phinehas. Also, be sure to go over and check out my Bandcamp page and check out my solo project CMB. I'm getting ready to release a small EP, and I'm also working on another one that's going to be a lot bigger, and I need some help with funding it. So be sure to go over to my Bandcamp page. You can download any of my music for free, but also, if you're able, set your price and donate, and all the money earned there will go towards supporting that next EP. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay Christian metal forever.